Welcome back to Sci-Fi Saturday, where I get to pick a random sci-fi movie that I think you should definitely check out. This week's movie is Alita Battle Angel, made in 2019, directed by Robert Rodriguez, and surprisingly written by James Cameron. And when this movie came out 6 years ago, it got slammed because of Alita's design, which I just think is extremely unfair because she's not supposed to look identical to humans. She's a full-on cyborg, and I just think people need to get over it. So the entire premise of the movie takes place in a dystopian future where robots and cyborgs and humans all coexist, and it's all ruled over by one dictatorship who kind of just runs everything in the entire city. But Alita was a cyborg that was completely discommissioned, and she gets revived, and she has no memories of who she was or what she is. So the entire movie, she's going on this quest to figure out who she is and how she's connected to everything that's going on in the city. Christoph Waltz, who I think is just amazing in everything he's in, plays the scientist or father figure to Alita in this movie, and it's just really wholesome, and you could tell that he really cares about her even though she's just a robot. Compared to what everyone else has to say about this film, I think the CGI is really good. The entire movie is in a fake area. Everything is done digitally, which is why everyone had an issue with it from the get-go, because even Alita is CGI and everything around her and the entire place is all CGI. So I can see why people aren't a fan of that, but I think they did really good with it. I also think the chase and fight scenes in this movie are done really well. The only critique I would have to say about this film is the ending. I'm not a huge fan of how they decided to end this movie, but with that being said, it's still a good watch. I think this is a fun sci-fi action thriller. If you've not seen it, you should definitely give it a try. Like I said before, I am not a fan of the ending. Maybe you are different. Maybe you're like, this is a cool way to end it. I just don't agree with how they chose to end the film. But everything leading up to the ending, not a bad watch. The story's solid. I think the CGI is good. The action's fun. And the character development is actually there. I think this movie was absolutely slammed for really dumb reasons. Everyone should give this movie a shot. You should check it out.